We were pretty famous back in high school. Trust us.
Had a whole future ahead of us, but now we suck.
All that potential now is flowing in the aqueducts.
Through the sands of time, many did forget.
But now our time has come to resurrect. But a podcast?
Sad I know, but can you blame us?
We are desperate to be much more than high school famous.
Be done by at least 1 o'clock.
1 p.m., everyone. That's 1 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Like I said last time, the sooner we start,
the sooner we can finish.
Be done with this.
And that's what my bedtime adventures are like. Hey, everyone, welcome to High School
Famous. That's what I tell all the ladies.
Yeah. Hey, the sooner we finish this, or the sooner we start.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. And you can get out.
It's like when you're served something for dinner as a kid that you don't like. You're like, hey, just eat it and you'll be done. Just, you know. Although I'm speaking on behalf of those who grew up around the same time as us, now it's like, oh, you don't like that? Let me make you something else.
Yeah.
That you do like.
Yeah, exactly.
So, so everyone, please turn your textbooks to page 170. Yes, this class, we are teaching one page at a time.
Yeah. And we're just now telling people that.
I know everyone was kind of in the dark before, so I'm sorry about that. But
we also haven't decided how thick this book is yet. But once we know when we're on the last page, we'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll let you know what the last page is. Right now, this could go on for 12,000 pages. It could go on for 171. We don't know.
Yeah.
I could get hit by a bus today. I don't know.
Well, in that case, then we don't necessarily know this is the end of the book. If something tragic happens, the book will suddenly end.
Well, that's the question now. If something were to happen to me today, for example, I get hit by a drone, and I get knocked unconscious, and I end up falling through a manhole into the sewer, and then eaten by a giant mutated rat. Would you continue on this podcast without me? Find a replacement co-host.
I don't know if I would. I can't say for sure if I would do that. If I would continue this one, or if I'd start a different one, or if I'd just be done completely.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't actually have a real answer for that. Do you have an answer for that? Would you continue this without me?
I don't think I would. I would probably start something new.
Part of me was just hoping you'd just be like, yeah, of course I would.
Yeah, I've already got a list of people. You're not
integral to this at all.
I already have a list of potential replacements.
Yeah.
And I've reached out to them.
Just waiting.
They are. They're sitting behind me.
They're planning things.
They're waiting in case right now, like seconds from now, you get killed somehow, and like can just sit down and take your place during this episode.
Oh, right.
So I'm fully prepared to completely continue this on without you. I actually pretend you're not here most of the time.
Got you.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if you feel the same way or if it's different. I don't know, but that's where I'm at right now. Just being honest. But I would also, being that I feel like you hold me back, I'm also would start many other more successful things, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably.
You're in agreement. Yeah, I'm in full agreement.
Yeah,
I keep you from reaching your full potential.
Yeah, that to me, like, that's my purpose in life, is holding people back. So, like, I feel very fulfilled in life. Because I'm keeping other people from doing the things that they want to do, the things that they love.
Well, now I'm a bit let down because I thought maybe it was just me, but you just that's how you treat everyone.
No, it is. Yep. Totally, it's only you.
So why did you say people the first time?
The royal people.
The royal people?
Yeah, just like, like the royal we kind of situation, but for everyone. I just it's a turn of phrase.
It is a turn of phrase.
To say everyone.
The whole royal we.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard that until within the last, I would say, 2 years.
Oh, really?
And for some reason, I hear it a lot now. Why is it called the royal we?
Sean, we haven't turned to that page of the book yet where we talk about the
prince
the
using the restroom
phrases and things. No, that's not what it is.
The royal we.
I mean, maybe, who knows? You know what? Maybe that is where it started from.
We don't know. Someone out there knows. Someone let us know. Did the royal we term originate from someone in the royal family using the restroom?
Did you say originate?
Originate.
I thought I heard originate.
Well, you want to start an orgy, and you want to say you originated.
Let's go back to the... Pull it up. Let's listen to it.
Okay.
Sean said originate.
I may have, or maybe you heard originate. Yeah, now, you can find examples.
You might be right about the orgy thing.
You can.
I hear what I want to hear.
You can find examples of this in this episode of me saying originate, but that wasn't the original. I didn't originate saying that.
Right.
It's because you heard the wrong thing. But we will find out.
I heard what I heard, man. Don't tell me it was wrong. Don't know why I developed an accent just now. You're
a cattle farmer. You heard what you heard.
Nice. I like that.
Thanks. So when I said that, what did you hear?
Exactly what you said.
Are we sure? It seems to be that I can say one thing and you can hear something else, and
I'm pretty sure you said originate.
No. The heard part. You heard what you heard. You're a farmer. Anyway.
Yeah. I'm a cattle farmer. I heard what I heard.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
So I heard cattle.
Good. And you heard farmer.
I don't herd farmers. I herd cattle.
All right. That's a touche. I think that's a touche, even though farmer wasn't
never
fertilized.
Heard of a farmer herder.
Well, that's
unless that's his surname.
No, it's talking about a dark point in human history, but we're not going to get into that right now.
Is it?
Is it? I mean, some farming took place.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't do it. It was before my time. I'm fairly confident I wouldn't have participated, but I can't say either way because it was before my time.
I've had that thought that goes through my head of like, if I was born in a different, like, you see a lot of dark history crap, right?
Yeah.
And you sit there and be like, man, I would have been like such an ally, or I would have, I would not have participated in this crap. And then you think about like, but if I was raised during that time, my mindset would have been so different than what my mindset is now. And who knows what the hell? Depends on where you're born, what your parents are like.
You would have been, well, especially if you were raised by parents who took part in that, you would have been raised to think that that was okay. So you wouldn't have thought this is something I should be against. I mean, maybe. Some people, I guess, were, but I guess to say it's 50-50. You don't know. You could have been someone who was just accepting of it and thought, well, this is the way people live, and this is how I'm going to live, because it's acceptable in society, or you're going to see what's really going on and be against the grain.
Yeah.
To bring it back to farming.
Yeah, I'd like to hope I could still be the person I am back in the day and, be a person that helps fight for decent change and decent humanity. But
do you do that now?
From the back row.
Got it. I don't just.
No, I'm for it.
Well, sure. So am I.
It sounds so lame.
But
No, I've done things. I've said things. I've done things. I've been places.
I don't even put up the specific, profile picture that cycles around at various times. I don't even do that.
Oh, that to me is like somebody like that is completely shouting from the back stands.
Oh, totally.
It's just like, look, I support it, but you're not like cool, but you're not actively doing anything.
Yeah, well, they think that not being on the wrong side is the same thing as actively fighting on the opposite side to make things different, which you're not doing. You're just saying, hey, I am not in disagreement with your struggles.
Right.
So I don't know. But yeah, I always laughed at that idea. Throwing up a profile picture. Yeah. Great.
It's the same as like seeing an atrocity happening and just saying, "Hey, don't do that."
Right. Hey, stop it.
Yeah.
Or I don't like, or not even that. Just thinking to yourself, I don't like that this is happening.
Yeah.
Walk away. Man, I wish that.
But I'm on this side of the street, so
yeah. Man, I wish this stuff didn't happen. But I've got ice cream in the trunk of my car. I gotta get home.
Yeah.
You know.
Of course, yes, it's winter, but still, the car's kind of warm.
It's been running for a long time. I've been. Yeah. I run my car for a long time. Well, let's see, Matt. How was your Saint Valentine's Day?
Fine, I suppose. Just went to work, came home, had some dinner. Same old.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, nothing is
just weirdly uneventful.
Yeah. Same.
Normally Valentine's Day is crazy.
Yeah. There's a Casbah involved that gets rocked.
Mm-hmm. Fireworks.
Yeah. Parades.
There was that one year I got marooned on an island.
On Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Like, so you were already at sea before Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And it just so happened that you got marooned on the 14th of February?
Yeah.
Were you alone?
I didn't know that. Well, not until I got to the island.
No, but I mean, so on the island there wasn't a.
Oh yeah.
There wasn't a lady present that also was marooned.
No.
And you're like, hey, you know what?
A lot of goats.
A lot of goats. Okay, well, they're comparable. So
it's a good food source.
So did you? Now you didn't eat them.
I survived.
You didn't eat them right away.
Well, no, I had to kill them first.
No, but I mean, you weren't like instantly starving where you like had to resort to killing a goat, I'm sure.
Oh, no.
You went around and tried to find some fruits or something to eat instead, maybe some nuts.
Yeah, there was nothing though. There was grass. It was just enough to keep the goats alive.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe you were doing some of the other goats a favor by thinning the herd, and leaving more grass for those goats to eat, to make those goats bigger and stronger.
Yeah.
And then you ate those goats.
Oh, I wasn't there that long.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what kind of appetite you have. Or how long you were on the island. I don't know either of these things.
I was on the island for 3 weeks.
Okay. And how many goats did you consume in that time?
Let's see, at least.
There's not at least. It's it's a final number. It's a final count. If you went through the process of killing and cleaning and gutting and cooking goats, you would know how many there were that you did that to.
I killed a goat a day, but I didn't eat a goat every day.
Okay, yeah.
Because I could eat on one goat for several days usually.
Right, so let's just make the meat start to go bad sooner by killing them sooner than you need to.
Oh no, some of them I was just killing for sport.
Gotcha. Yeah. Like
and I was just throwing those ones into the ocean.
You probably worked up a pretty good appetite killing the goats for sport, and that caused you to go through your goat meat that you preserve for food faster, I bet.
A little bit. Not a lot. Goat's pretty tasty though.
I should probably switch to that because dogs are not sustaining me for very much per dog. I think I need to move off of killing dogs and go on to something like goats, which their existence is already for us to eat. So,
yeah, I mean, not entirely, but yeah,
the cheese, maybe their cheese.
You don't get that from killing the goats.
No, but if you do it quick enough. No, you're right. You extract the materials with which to make the cheese.
You extract cheese.
You extract the cheese directly from the goat.
Yeah.
There's a little pouch inside their body that stores the cheese, and you just empty it, and then you kill the goat. But you could empty that cheese pouch after killing the goat.
I mean, you could, but then if you continue to kill the goats that give you cheese, then you're going to run out of cheese. Well,
the same thing goes with goat meat. You kill all the goats. Some for sport and some for food.
I didn't kill all the goats.
How many goats were on the island?
Enough of them. I didn't count. There was a lot. I didn't count how many were there. I just counted how many I killed. There was still plenty left.
Gotcha. Okay. So you weren't exactly threatening the livelihood of that species on that island.
No. This whole story was a little bit of a reference to a book. But
was it really?
Yeah.
Which one?
Some will know, some won't.
Okay, so you're gonna be like that.
We want to keep it a mystery.
I don't know. It doesn't. I mean, I'm not gonna. Whatever book it is, you can be pretty confident that I haven't read it. So.
Oh, I'm pretty confident you haven't read it. When did I do it? Like, I think in December we got an Amazon Prime account finally.
Cool.
And with that, I got a trial subscription with Audible.
Sure, yeah.
And then I just decided I want to start doing Audible anyways, so I just, I signed up to extend it after that. So I've been listening to a lot of books lately. Because I don't know, I don't particularly care. I got bored listening to music at work, and then I don't know why I don't listen to any podcasts. Even though we make one, I barely listen to this one, other than editing it. And occasionally I'll go through and re-listen to it. I actually kind of like waiting and then re-listening
sort of binge
to stuff, because then I binge it. And
it's not so immediate.
It's not fresh in my memory anymore. So I totally forget. So it actually, I listen back to stuff and actually makes me actually laugh or be like, oh yeah, we talked about that. So I've been listening to a lot of books lately. So I just got done listening to The Count of Monte Cristo.
All right.
So it's a reference to the island of Monte Cristo, where there's only goats and a vast treasure. But I didn't mention the treasure as something I found on the marooned island. I was thinking about also saying that I found a vast treasure, but I didn't mention that.
You sure didn't. Not at all.
Yeah, because it was gone. Because it was gone already.
The treasure was gone?
The guy because the guy in the book found it.
So wow, there were enough goats on the island to sustain the person who came and found the treasure, the count, if as it were, and then also after that you.
Oh yeah.
How much time would you say passed between when the count was there and found the treasure and when you got on the island and didn't find the treasure? And how long was the count on the island?
Almost 200 years passed.
Oh, it's okay.
Because it was in the 1800s.
Gotcha.
1820s or 30s, maybe, is when he was there.
So 200 years-ish. I like it.
So obviously not the same generation of goats that he was eating, but,
No, several generations later. Yeah. I think the lifespan of the goat is clearly 18 years. We all know this.
The lifespan of the goat.
Yeah. So that's covering some of the wildlife on this island that you discovered. Man, I want to talk to you a little bit about some wildlife you can find in the beautiful state of Vermont.
Why?
The beautiful state of Vermont, located in the eastern portion of the United States, the New England area, if you will, is home to several exotic animals such as black bears, moose, white-tailed deer, red foxes, fishers, and martens are among Vermont's mammals. Barred owls, ospreys, peregrine falcons, ruffed grouse, American robins, and eastern bluebirds are a few of Vermont's winged residents.
Sean.
And then Vermont's reptiles include snapping turtles, common five-lined skins, and red-bellied snakes, while Jefferson salamanders, American bullfrogs, and mud puppies, a kind of salamander, are some of the amphibians that hop and skitter through the state.
Hop and skitter. Do you think that mentioning Vermont and the vast, expanse of animals that they have there is going to garner us a listener in Vermont that you're so desperate to get? As it being the one state that we have not hit in yet?
I'm hoping that is the result of my efforts. Yes.
So I don't exactly understand how that will help.
Well,
unless we tag this episode #Vermont, and somebody from Vermont is just like, I want to search specifically for podcasts that mention my state. That is all I will listen to.
It is also possible to, on some platforms, search and it'll scrub through the content of the episode for those words.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if I mention things like the fact that 78% of Vermont's land is forest, which provides about $1.5 billion worth of revenue for the state each year, if someone tries to find that type of fact mentioned on a podcast, then ours will come up for sure.
What's Vermont's highest point?
Well, I will have to find if that is listed in this grouping of
Sean,
stats.
it seems like you know a lot about Vermont. I'm surprised
I
you
do,
don't know
but
Vermont's highest point.
But the section of the notes I took, I was on the natural resources, so I just have to scrub up to the section where it covers geography and landforms. Let's see if we find out what you're asking here. Vermont is one of the 6 New England states, the states whose first European settlers were Puritans from England. It's bordered by Canada in the north, New Hampshire in the east, Massachusetts in the south, and New York in the west. Much of the state is covered in mountains and forests. We might be onto something, Matt. In the center of the state, the most famous range is the Green Mountains, formed over 400 million years ago. The rocks are thought to be some of the oldest in the world. Why?
Because the Earth is only 2,024 years old, Sean.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure. This range includes the state's highest point, Mount Mansfield. This is something you knew already?
Of course, Sean. There's no way I Googled that after I asked you.
The rugged Northeast Highlands in the northeastern part of the state. Why did they say it like that? And known for granite peaks divided by streams. Running north to south in the eastern part of the state, the Vermont Piedmont is the biggest geographic region. This hilly area includes the fertile Connecticut River Valley. Lots of lakes dot the Piedmont in the north. The Taconic Mountains rise in southwestern Vermont with high peaks, streams, and lakes. The Vermont Valley is a narrow area in the western part of the state between the Taconic and Green Mountains. It's known for its rivers and valleys.
Of course.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Now, I myself have not spent time in Vermont apart from driving through it, but I have physically been within the borders of Vermont in my life.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's shaped like a V. That's how you can tell Vermont and New Hampshire apart.
Right. That's what I always say about Vermont.
Yeah.
It's shaped like a V.
Yeah. Nothing else is described in that way.
Nothing else is described as being shaped like a V?
Nothing.
What about the Pontiac symbol?
What about part of the Volkswagen symbol?
Yeah, what about the letter V? I would say that's shaped like a V.
What about
geese when they fly?
What about the geese aren't shaped like a V, like they're grouping. They're arranged in a V.
All right.
What about in a V-shaped arrangement.
What about the Mighty Ducks when they do that specific play?
Yeah, they're also in a V-shaped arrangement.
Yeah.
The players themselves don't become V-shaped.
No, but I would say that formation is V-shaped.
That is true.
Yeah.
But I would not say that it is flying. It is clearly subject to gravity. They are on the ice. They don't leave the ground when they perform the flying V maneuver. I mean, it was mostly shot from above, so maybe we just didn't get that perspective. Maybe they are hovering when they perform the flying V.
Oh, gotcha.
Maybe they are hovering just above the ice, and they
weird
cut
movie.
to that angle.
It was mostly filmed from above.
It would. It was a new director.
Like
he was just trying things out.
Like if they made like a Grand Theft Auto movie based on the original game, and the whole movie is just shot from above, like the game was.
Yeah. Exactly. That's where all of our minds went.
Yeah.
Not something like Zelda, the very first Zelda game, which is much more popular. Like if they made a Zelda movie.
That's kind of
the same.
It's not full on above though. That's kind of, what is that, like
so Grand Theft Auto is full on above?
I think like Zelda's like 5th person perspective or something like that, where it's kind of like
up where the 5th person hangs out.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the right perspective that I'm mentioning, but it's like from like up, not directly above, but kind of up high.
So we all know in groupings of people, the 5th person is always high up on a hill.
Mm-hmm.
And the 6th man is always a ghost.
Yes?
Yes, I'm referencing a mid to late 90s basketball movie.
Oh.
Titled The Sixth Man.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Look it up, kids.
It's the basketball version of Angels in the Outfield.
Yeah. Yeah. He once I never saw it, but I know that someone died and then continued to help the team.
Mm.
And the other players like, what? What's happening? The ball just like changed course out of nowhere. So.
The number 5 in Roman numerals is shaped like a V.
Holy shit! Look at that. So
right.
if you are if you're playing Zelda,
yes,
and you're from the 5th person's perspective or the V person perspective, and you witness a group of players or characters in the game perform the flying V, will you be able to tell whether or not they are hovering just above the ground?
I guess it would depend if the developers put shadows underneath them.
There would be shadows. Distance. I see. Like with a slight distance? Okay.
Yeah, like you could see there was a distance.
That's true. Well, with the graphical limitations back then, I don't know that they would put in that much detail.
Maybe not.
Even though the shadow is just...
if there was any shadowing in those old games.
I don't know either. There had to be some element of shading. Maybe?
Maybe.
In the form of like black dots or something.
Yeah.
You know. Because that'd be pretty ineffective if you're meant to be entering like a scary cave and it's just all bright white.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, the main character you play as is actually named Link, and Zelda is the name of the princess.
Yeah. If people don't know that by now, with how many freaking Zelda games there's been.
Most of our listeners are 4 and under.
They're foreign?
They're foreign. They're under foreign people.
Also known as 4 and under.
Yeah.
Stupid.
President Calvin Coolidge, Mormon leader, and inventor and farm equipment leader John Deere were all born in Vermont. The Ben & Jerry's ice cream factory is in Waterbury, and it's open for tours and tastings.
Oh. You can
should we take a trip to
factory?
The factory, yeah.
I don't think they taste very good.
Yeah, well, I mean, how do you know? They must flavor every part of it.
It's like the Wonka.
It's like the Wonka factory. Yeah. So, Matt, we need to get ourselves a trip to Vermont. We need to win ourselves a trip to Vermont via some golden tickets.
That's easy.
And take a tour of the Ben & Jerry's ice cream factory.
Okay.
Yeah, done. You're right. We already did it before this happened.
No, not like done. I mean, saying like, done. We can make that happen. Done. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
In a snap.
We you know what we should do at some point? When I'm back in Minnesota, we should go to we should tour the Spam headquarters.
And lick every part of that factory.
Well, I don't know about that. We'd have to bring a gallon of water that would be so salty.
And we would also have to bring some mouthwash.
Probably.
At least 1 gallon of mouthwash too.
Yeah. Well, then we can skip the water.
Why? You're not going to swallow the mouthwash. You drink the water for hydration. Why not?
Yeah.
Because it says on the packaging to not do so.
Who reads packaging?
The good folks at the Spam factory. That's who.
I have read Spam packaging.
While at the Spam factory?
No.
Or are you just a general good folk?
In the comfort of my own home.
Gotcha.
I would not read that amongst other people's gazing eyes.
I have not found your homes to be particularly comfortable.
Well, to each his own.
I wouldn't describe them as such. I'd say, well, there was furniture, but I felt like I needed to make a visit to the and several chiropractic appointments later, I'm still reaping those benefits.
I'm going to hedge my bets here and say that you've never been to a chiropractor.
You want to go double or nothing?
Sure.
All right. That's correct.
All right. So pay up, bitch.
I don't know what you wagered.
A hedge.
You just hedged.
I hedged my bets.
Okay,
you owe me 2 hedges.
2 hedges. Okay. I'll have to, go outside with a saw or a shovel. It'd be pointless.
A
what?
You don't have a hedge guy.
A hedge guy, yeah. Now that's either someone that could just supply me. He's got a supply of hedges, or he's someone that can go get me a hedge.
Oh well, you don't ask.
I don't. That's something I don't want to. I want to know where it came from. I'm not interested, sir. Just give me the hedge. Here's your money, and I'll be on my way. You be on yours. Thank you and good day. I'll call you when I need more hedges because I have a very, very unsuccessful gambling problem.
Yeah.
I never decided to hedge my bet. That's the thing.
Yeah. You just double or nothing.
I
So
did.
you wouldn't have gained anything.
No, I just would have lost
double
less
to
hedges.
me or nothing to you. That's what that means.
I would. That's what that means. No matter what the outcome, even if I would have won.
Yep.
Then I would have ended up with nothing, and you would have got double. So that's not really a gamble for you. Technically for me either, because I know how it's going to turn out.
Yeah. Well, no, it's a gamble for you because you might lose 2 hedges versus just 1. If you would have not done double or nothing, you would have only lost 1 hedge.
It's a gamble for you too, because you might only end up with 1 hedge.
Or none.
Or none. I thought you said that you win no matter what.
I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Check back on the recording. You'll hear that you said that it means that you win and I get nothing no matter what. As long as I say double or nothing.
I know where this story originated.
Do you now? Yeah.
Yeah.
In the middle of, how many people are involved in this one?
V.
Oh, nice. Nice. How many goats?
That's so many callbacks in one.
I love it. I love it. Matt, do you like interesting products?
No.
Okay. Are you tired of shopping and seeing the same old? Well, do you want to hear about some?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you.
Start.
I did I did another perusing of a very fun website called This Is Why I'm Broke, and I have compiled a short list of products that I found to be interesting on that particular day. Forgive me if we happen to have covered some of these before. I don't remember all the ones that we had done before.
Okay. I'll stop you if something sounds familiar.
Stop me if you've heard this one, but I will share my screen so Matt will be able to view this. And don't worry, those who've decided to enjoy watching us instead of just listening to us on YouTube, you can't yet because as of the day of this recording, there are no videos available on YouTube. But hopefully, by the time this comes out, there will be at least one. I will put up the pictures of all of these products as we are describing them so you can see them too. And maybe we'll get, I can't make any promises, but maybe we'll get ambitious enough to post something on social platforms that also feature at least some of them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to start sharing my screen and allow share window. And I'm going to select this window and you should see it now. Wow.
Wow. That's amazing for it to just jump right to that image.
Right. So these are some 3D unicorn panties we have here.
I don't know why it's so much grosser to say panties at this point.
I know.
While looking at this image.
Yeah. So it's basically the view of the back of them. And we have, your pair of ears sticking up from the top. And then right in the, I would say, the crack area, you've got sort of the snout of the beast.
Yep.
And for some reason, above the eyes is, oh no, that's normally where it would go. I'm thinking I'm thinking of like a rhinoceros or something. Yes, we have the a protruding sort of spiraled horn sticking out. And when I first saw this, I'm like, how would this be like just to sit down? I know it's got to be like a flexible horn that would just sort of fold down. Yeah. But wouldn't you worry about sitting down the wrong way and possibly providing enough like stress on the seam that maybe the horn gets ripped off or something?
I can't imagine. There's no practical use for these.
No,
obviously.
These are for some fun times.
You're not putting on a pair of pants over the top of these.
No, you're gonna walk around with these out and about in public.
I don't even see like there being even like a sexual thing for these. I guess, maybe somebody's just really into
seeing someone
unicorns or like, because I don't even think this would be like along the lines of like a furry kind of fetish, right?
No, and I don't think that the horn part is probably, firm enough to be used for anything sexual.
No, it's doubtful, but like, is this turn somebody on? Is a ass unicorn?
I'm just hoping that when she turns around, we see a tail hanging in the front.
good to know what your preference on hair is.
Make your relaxing days at home a bit more whimsical with a pair of these 3D unicorn panties. Crafted from comfy cotton and lycra, these panties feature an adorable unicorn design complete with a protruding horn that'll add a touch of magic to your loungewear. Only $41 per pair.
That is fucking ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
$41 for these underwear.
Well, you got to think about this, Matt. They're probably pretty rare.
I wonder if these sell a lot in Scotland.
Maybe. Or Ireland even?
Well, I'd say Scotland because that's their, like, national animals, unicorn.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've decided to make it so only product is revealed to you at a time.
No, that's perfectly fine because when this popped up, I was quite surprised.
Right. Anyway, let's move on to the next one, which is the taco holder butt plug.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You got it. I love this part. I read this already. Ask not why this taco holder butt plug exists. Ask why you don't own it. Reach all new levels of weird and kinky by incorporating this taco holder meant to say butt plug, I'm sure, into your love life. Now you'll be able to eat ass while you eat ass. Taco Tuesday will never be the same. $35 US.
So
yes,
the big problem.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what my big problem with this is.
Yeah, I'm curious to know.
When somebody is wearing a butt plug, you can't really eat ass because the plug is going to be in the way.
Is completely true.
Yeah.
And that's your only...
trust me, I'm a connoisseur.
That's the only thing you're bumping into on this product is the fact that they say you can eat ass while it's being used.
I don't like when a product claims something that it can't actually do.
That is also, you know what? I can get behind that. False advertising is a real thing. And what I get behind that. I'm wondering, I can get behind that. Get it? Butt plug. What I'm curious about is which ass is which in this you can eat ass while you eat ass. I'm guessing they're saying the first one is the taco. And does that mean it's using like ass meat? Like not like, not donkey, but what kind of meat's in this taco? Why is it called eating ass?
Yeah. And to be fair, while eating ass, my hands are pretty free. I could hold a taco.
Well, maybe this is okay. Here's where this is the only way that this sort of description works. Your partner prepares a taco.
Correct.
And uses the taco holder butt plug to secure the taco.
Right.
It then puts the butt plug in the correct orifice on his or her body.
Yeah.
And then it presents you the taco that way. From that point on, you remove said butt plug to now hold the taco on your own, proceed to eat parts of the taco while you then eat the ass of the partner.
Yeah, that's
the only way that this is really like a potential scenario that can take place while using this item. Listeners, write in to us and tell us how you would foresee this product being used so that you could eat ass while you eat ass.
Yeah. So my thing is if somebody makes me a taco and then presents it to me in this way, I think at that point the last thing I'm thinking about is having that taco. Because at this point I'm like, all right, well, this is weird but kind of hot. Get that taco out of here. I have things to take care of now.
Wait, are you describing the taco?
No.
Oh.
Also, tacos don't tend to be a food that will stay together at certain angles.
Right. Horizontally, for example.
Depending on how this person is now presenting this taco to you, there's fixins getting all over the bed.
I mean, they're doing a full-on headstand or handstand.
They would have to.
They'd have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, or some sort of, they have to have quite the arch going.
It's a hard shell taco, too.
I know. Well, it wasn't at first.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to go on to the next one, which is the Weenie Washer Soap Bar. Matt can see, and then I'll explain to the listeners that it is basically a bar of soap that is shaped like a open mouth.
Yeah, that's just a masturbatory toy.
Pretty much, but it's dual purpose.
Where do I order this?
What?
What?
Well, there's a link that you can click on to take you to the particular.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Got it. Well, keeping your willy springtime fresh will be more convenient than ever with one of these weenie washer soap. What?
I don't like that it started off with keeping your willy springtime fresh.
Why?
Go away.
Go.
No. This became it's not like, I don't know. Using the word willy in your advertisement. Come on.
I know. I mean, they went with weenie in the title. Why don't they just say keep your weenie springtime fresh? Would you prefer that?
No, weenie is, again, these are words children use to describe a penis. Just say penis. Just call it a penis washing soap bar.
Well, I'm sure they wanted to go with the double W.
Yeah, they're doing the alliteration
weenie
thing.
Washer. Yeah. It's all about marketing, Matt. It's all about marketing. These vibrantly colored
clean my hot dogs.
These vibrantly colored novelty bars of soap will turn the simple act of getting clean into an unforgettable, orgasmic experience.
Oh, okay. So they are leaning in on that.
Well, I mean, of course they are. You think they're going to try to play it off like this is just a bar of soap?
Yeah.
I would hope that this soap also has some sort of ingredients that would moisturize.
You have trouble with keeping your weenie moisturized? Your willy, as it were?
No.
You have a dry willy?
No. But I'm saying if you're washing at the same time as you're using this for other things, if it's a particular kind of soap that might result in a drier skin, then you might...
I think that has more to do with water than the soap itself. If you have hard water, it tends to dry your skin out.
Oh, okay. So make sure...
Mm-hmm.
Your water's,
make sure
your water's nice and soft in this scenario.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it'd be the only thing.
Yeah, let's hope.
These, I must tell you, Sean, so far, these products are trumping every other product you've brought on.
Well,
the
strategic thing was, I know, I was able to cherry pick them beforehand, and I wasn't just sort of like combing around going, oh, where were those cool ones I saw? So this was a better.
Do you have an account on this website so you can keep stuff like saved?
I don't. I wonder if you can do that.
Because I was about to say, I'm like, you have probably the weirdest
like I know targeted
collection
ads
of products,
or
you're gonna start getting some weird.
Right. No, and this site is not where you purchase these. This is just sort of a conglomeration of here's products that exist on the internet. We'll link to where you can buy them. It's just sort of a news page. Gotcha. Yeah. So now let's here's if you want to join the gourmet. Oh, yeah. We did this one?
No, because they've done stuff like this as prizes on Taskmaster.
Oh, really?
Or did like a grilled cheese of the month club and stuff like that, where they send you a box that you can make a different specialty grilled cheese.
Gotcha. Yeah. So for everyone else, this is specifically the gourmet PB&J of the month club. And just to make sure everyone understands, PB&J means peanut butter and jelly. And yes, we're talking about sandwiches.
Yeah, not
portobello and juice. It's not. We're not talking about some sort of mushroom-based beverage.
Right.
Yeah. What better gift for the foodie who has it all than a subscription to this gourmet PB&J of the month club? Each month, this one-of-a-kind club delivers finger-licking sandwiches filled with gourmet peanut butter and jellies from specialized boutiques from around the globe. Check it out. $468.98. I don't know if that's for the year. I would hope it's for the year.
I would hope it's. I wouldn't even hope that's for the year. That is
You'd hope
that is quite a chunk for a whole year.
Well, we're talking gourmet. I would hope maybe this is like a lifetime.
It's not. Maybe
it's a one-time fee and you're set for life. Hopefully.
Maybe. I don't know. That seems like a crazy price either way.
Yeah. Well,
if it's monthly, it's ridiculous. If it's yearly, it's fairly ridiculous.
Well, let's call this the main course of the meal, Matt. Okay. Maybe your meal so far consists of a nice hard shell taco. and a nice gourmet peanut
That
butter
was
and
the
jelly.
appetizer.
Yep, gourmet peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Let's move on to
get your protein built back up.
Let's move on to the glow in the dark Dino Dickosaurus Rex.
This is dessert?
I don't know. I just tried to tie this into the food somehow.
I mean, this seems like it would be the thing to do after the taco.
I know. I didn't order these. I put them on the list in order that I found them.
Okay.
So these are they're as described. They are just glow in the dark. It's basically the bottom half of a T-Rex, and then the whole top half is just a penis.
Yep.
That's all we can say about it. Keep the party environment raunchy, exciting, and whimsical. Why are they using the word whimsical? I get it maybe for the unicorn underwear, but
yeah.
Anyway, by decorating the place with these glow-in-the-dark Dino Dickosaurus Rexes, they come in 4 different sizes and will light up the place in either a bright green or a blue glow. $4 a piece. Yeah, with $4 a piece, I could see you sprawling a few of these about the place for a party.
Yeah, I could get a good 10 or 20 of those.
Yeah. Now, make sure you save enough money to buy at least one of the taco holder butt plug.
Yeah, well, and I'd want the soap too, so that I can make sure I keep my Dino Dickosaurus Rexes clean.
Exactly. So, I mean, anyone that you're inviting to a party that includes these will probably also be the same type of guest that would enjoy a taco holder butt plug and then the weenie washer soap bar. But we can only assume. All right. Anything else?
I'm not.
Any questions on this one?
I'm going to be honest with you, Sean. I don't know if that image can go up on YouTube.
Yo, you're right. We might have
yo.
I don't know why I said that, but
you're right, dude.
We might. If I might have to pixelate that one.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Or
I think it just enough to get the idea across.
Yeah,
but I don't know if that one would.
I'll see if I can blur it, or I'll do something. We'll say that.
Yeah,
I'll do something. Let's see.
I have to put the link in there.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
This is awful.
I know.
That's hilarious, but awful.
Yes. So this next product is the Absent Father action figure. And if you can see the packaging, it looks like the packaging of an action figure, and then the little plastic display area where there would normally be a figure, there is nothing. Struggling to find the ideal gift for your little bundle of joy? If so, this Absent Father action figure makes the perfect gift for practically any occasion. It's handmade from high-quality polymer clay and is guaranteed to get laughs from children of broken homes. 22.
What's made of clay?
I don't know. I don't know.
And also, it's not perfect for, well, I guess practically any occasion. Because as I say, the main occasion where it's definitely not practical is if there isn't an absentee father involved. Like if this kid has an actual dad, giving them this would make no sense.
Right. Yeah. I would not buy this for anyone with a quote unquote
$22 for a package.
Yeah, basically. You're paying $22 for just the packaging for a toy. We
need to start making money doing this podcast so that we can start buying some of these ridiculous products that we talk about on here, just to have like a room with this full of all this shit
sure,
just for no reason.
Yeah,
that'd be so much fun.
All right, let's see what is next here.
Or we could do this. We could present this kind of stuff with like in person, and you could just show me the actual products you've purchased that are ridiculous.
So you want me to buy all these things?
Well, I'm saying if we made a bunch of money,
okay,
doing this podcast, then we could buy this stupid shit
instead of just,
and we could, yeah, and we could do the podcast in person because we're making a bunch of money that we could just get together and like do a bunch of episodes, at a time.
Well, that's the call to action then. Listeners, if you want this to be possible, then just pay us a bunch of money to make this show that we've been providing for free. Agreed? Double or nothing.
Yeah, go to our Patreon.
Yeah.
Support us on Patreon, and if you start supporting us on Patreon, then maybe we'll start dropping some stuff on Patreon that's specifically just for you.
Yeah, just for the patrons. Because currently, I know it might seem bleak. Like, why would I subscribe to this? Because there's nothing on it. Well, that's a good question. All right, the next one we have, it's called Shitty Movie Prop Replicas. So this example is what is clearly just like a yellow rubber dishwashing glove
Yep.
with some not even uniformly shaped stones glued to it.
You know what they look like?
Meant to look like.
It's probably not what they really are, but they look like gushers.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Yes, they look like gushers. But yeah,
attached to a yellow like dishwashing glove.
Yeah, meant to obviously be the Infinity Gauntlet from the Marvel comic series and also the MCU. Make yourself indistinguishable from the real Thanos by topping off your suit with this shitty movie prop, Infinity Gauntlet replica. This 1-to-1 scale replica
of course.
features a latex, rubber, and plastic design for ultimate mobility and comes accented with 6 colorful Infinity Stones. Only $10.
I think it's gushers.
It might be. Well, if that's the case, then it's delicious. But I don't know if gushers come in all those colors.
I don't know either.
Would you want your Infinity Gauntlet to be housing perishable stones?
I mean, it depends on how long. I mean, you could replace them, so you could just like,
sure.
You know, how often are you wearing the glove that you would need to keep
all
those
the time
stones on it? So
every day, I'm wearing it to work.
Be like, I guess
I'm like Michael Jackson in that way,
just snapping and threatening people at work all day.
Yeah.
Like, look, all I have to do is snap,
and I will hope that you would then walk away from me. Yeah.
Here's another problem. That's a left hand. The gauntlet's a right-handed glove.
Yes.
Oh, I mean,
was it?
Yeah. So to me,
no, it wasn't.
It's right-handed.
I think the Stark version was right-handed, but the Thanos version was left. Oh no, maybe you're right. I don't remember.
I think I'm do your research.
I know. I bet I was going off of this being so good of a replica that it would have gotten the hand right.
You know, I also don't think there's a stone on the thumb.
Yeah, well, there were 6 stones.
Is there 6 stones?
There's supposedly this. Well, it's very faint. It matches the color of the glove, but
yeah, no, I see that one, but I don't remember there being one on the thumb. I could be wrong.
Yeah, there are 6 stones, so there has to be one on each, digit, and then the one on the sort of the back of the hand.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
that's the one that Charlie Murphy got hit with. This one is less hilarious and actually just sort of ridiculous in the sense that if you can't do this on your own, I don't know what you have going on. But this is the smart curtain robot. Make your day-to-day life easier by automating your curtains with the smart curtain robot. Even if your home is 100 years old, it can easily be installed in 30 seconds without any screws, nuts, or bolts, and is compatible with Siri, Google Home, and Alexa. This is something that I believe runs along the curtain rod and just opens and closes your curtains for you.
I mean,
I'm not sure why when I first saved this, I was assuming it was for a shower curtain.
I mean, you probably could.
But now with the picture, I'm just thinking this is most likely for... Because honestly,
mostly
if it was
window dressings.
If it was for the shower curtain, it would get more use, I think, than your sort of window curtains, your window dressings, right?
Well, it depends on how often you open and close your window curtains.
Compared to how often you shower? I would hope you shower at least daily.
I open my curtains at least daily.
Okay. You do?
Open and close my curtains because
I don't.
Have them open during the day to let the light in, and then you close them at night when you want the privacy.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Again,
our curtains get very used.
Again, this one was less of a ridiculous one, just sort of a.
Yeah, it's not. To me, that's not super crazy because, that's more of like a show off thing of like, oh, let's close the curtains and then you
again
click your little button and have it done.
If you have like one room with 6 windows in it and they all have curtains, I get it. Again, this was me thinking that this was meant for a shower curtain, and I'm thinking it would probably take
Right.
longer for you to activate the robot than it would just be to pull
Have
the
it
curtains
slowly
open. Yeah.
slowly
So
run across the
it seemed less practical to me when I thought of it as a shower curtain rod opener and closer. So
because you also think about like people who are ridiculously rich have their entire house automated.
oh yeah, they've already got
open and close windows, and you can turn your lights on and blah blah blah. And so many people have like smart lighting fixtures and shit now anyway, so you can just turn your lights on with the touch of a button. And so it's not super ridiculous. It's basically a cheap version of that.
Exactly. Like you can buy smart blinds, and those are a pretty penny. So this is only $19. So they're definitely cheaper than smart blinds if you wanted to automate your curtains, being open or closed.
Right. This is like the renter's version of that.
Yeah.
Where you're not going to put in a system inside of a rental unit. You're going to buy this little gadget so when you move, you can bring it with you.
Yeah. All right. So let's go on to
$19.
$19 flat. The dick pic stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make your Tinder profile a hot commodity with a little help from the dick pic stick. This modern day essential for single guys looking to impress shows 12 inches, but it is actually only 9 inches long, giving you an added 3 inches of length. So,
what?
So it's a measuring tool that's has 12 markings to suggest that it's a foot long, but it's really only 9 inches long.
Gotcha.
So it's just a way to lie about how big you are. Which, people already lie about their height and weight and age and all that anyway.
Yeah.
And they put up pictures of someone that isn't really them. What?
How does this help your Tinder profile?
Well, I guess if you're someone who's going to include a picture of your genitals on your Tinder profile.
But you can't.
I don't know. Can you not? I don't know.
Your profile, you can't have your dick out in a fucking Tinder profile.
Well, then maybe they just said Tinder because that's probably the most popular app, but maybe
unless you're like measuring I think even a like clothed dick pic, if you're just taking a picture of like your crotch area with an erect penis and then measuring it, I still think that would even get flagged on a dating profile.
Possibly. I mean, clearly I've never tried to do that, so I don't know the outcome. But I mean, I would say that this wouldn't exist if you couldn't do that, but it surely could exist even if you can't do that.
I think it's just, it exists, but I don't think it's specifically for Tinder. I think they just made that little thing on there just as like a funny
maybe this is
aside.
Yeah, maybe this is for if you're sending a photo to someone that you've already been texting
and they're
with.
like, how big are you? And you're like, let me show you. I will measure it. I just use like a soda can, but those little ones.
Yeah.
I just put that next to it. I'm like, look at how fucking. Make sure my hands aren't in the picture.
Sure,
because that would obviously take away all the deception.
See, I get some worms from like a bait and tackle store, and then I say it's my snake.
Oh, right.
And I take a picture next to the snake.
I use micro machines and then say that they're Matchbox cars or full size cars, depending on who I'm trying to impress.
Why is there a difference?
Like, this is what my dick looks like next to a full size Tesla.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll fool a lot of people with that one.
Yeah, for sure, dude. It works every time.
As in, it causes them to no longer respond to you after that? Every time?
It's because they're so shocked.
Oh, gotcha. They've gone into a coma, basically.
Fainted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
they've got the vapors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they clutch their pearls and they fall over.
Full on
necklace of pearls.
Vapors.
Oh, gotcha. All right. This one, we've got the all-seeing lemon. And you can probably guess what it looks like, everyone. It's a lemon that looks like it has an open eye on the side of it. The all-seeing lemon is what your life has been missing. The size of a regular lemon, this freaky-looking work of art can be customized with both eye color of your choice, as well with a flesh-colored exterior that exponentially ramps up its eerie factor. So you could get a sort of skin-toned lemon versus a yellow lemon.
Yeah. I think, this could be a fun little thing. You know how some people just have like a bowl of fruit like on a table or a counter?
Yeah.
This would be a fun thing to put in there, but have it facing like so you don't see the eye.
Not until after you pick it up. Or you lift, or you have it at the bottom and there's like one piece of fruit on top of it. And if someone picks that fruit up out of the bowl, then the seeing lemon is revealed. It could be good for a Halloween party,
Yeah. If they do more than just lemons, like if they do a variety of different fruits, I think it'd be cool to have a bowl full of just those with a bunch of eyes.
Apples,
just as
oranges.
like just kind of a cool little centerpiece or something, just to have a weird thing in your house.
Because really, unless it's who's going to go and reach for just a bowl of lemons? No one's going to do that unless you're making, something with like a drink, or you're making some sort of dish where you can, squirt lemon juice on the top of it or something, fish.
Yeah.
Other than that,
also, sometimes people just like to have it's nice just to have like a bowl of fruit sitting around because it's aesthetically pleasing.
Right.
But, fruit goes bad if you don't eat it. So this would be fruit that doesn't go bad because it's already so bad.
Oh, yeah. You beat me to it. I was going to say this lemon's already gone bad.
Yeah. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's all seeing.
All right. Let's move on to the Schrodinger's cat in a box. It just looks like a box that says open to split universe.
Yeah, a box clearly not big enough to hold a cat of any type.
How do you know? A kitten could fit in there.
I don't know, dude. That's
take part.
Like a newborn kitten.
Sure. Take part in one of the most famous thought experiments of all time by ordering your very own Schrodinger's cat in a box. You can either request a dead or an alive cat, or leave it up to chance and see which one you get upon opening the box or not.
If you request an alive cat and then don't open it immediately, you're a fucking psychopath.
I think if you order...
They can't really ship you a cat like that.
They can't. So, I mean, even if you're ordering a live cat, you're a psychopath. Because you would hope that a cat gets placed in a box and is shipped somewhere while being alive.
I mean, that's not probably completely unreasonable.
What?
So if it's a company that does that kind of thing where they deliver you an animal that you've ordered,
I don't think they ever get sent in just a cardboard box. I think it's some sort of
this. Yeah, it would be a
pet crate or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did think it was funny that they let you. I mean, maybe you really don't have the option, but I do hope that you get the option to select a dead or a live cat when you order it. That would be. I think it's all just playing into the joke of it.
I sure hope so.
Yeah. It's a mere $12, so it's You're basically paying $12 for a lifelong of thought provocation. Yes.
Lifelong. I mean, eventually you would know that if there was a live cat in there, it's definitely dead by some point.
Well, there's no odor that would lend itself to me thinking that there's a dead cat or decomposing cat's body inside the box.
I mean, I'm sure there could be.
Nor is there any signs of life. The box isn't moving. There's no sounds coming from within the box that are produced by a cat. Right?
I mean, if you have a box with a cat in it, whether it's alive or dead, after about a couple of weeks, I think you can probably determine no matter what, it's dead.
Yeah, but you never. The whole idea behind the box experiment, Matt, is that you never know for sure because you never open the box.
If you've owned the box for a year,
don't they say,
and have never put food in it or water in it, it's definitely a dead cat.
Don't they say that if you open the box and discover that the cat is dead, that you are the one that killed the cat? By revealing that it was dead and denying the possibility that it is still alive? Isn't that part of the whole thing too?
Maybe.
Let's move on. All right. We've got some anti-asshole pills.
Before you even read it.
Yes?
there's a couple of things this could be.
Sure.
Either these are pills that make you no longer be an asshole, like your personality is an asshole, or this is a pill that you take that removes your asshole.
Yeah.
In which case, you can't use the taco butt plug.
No, you wouldn't be able to do that any longer. If it's sealed,
Right.
if it does in fact seal up your asshole, you would also be introduced to a whole slew of new problems.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Why is your biggest concern? Oh no, I can't use this butt plug anymore.
Well, I was just saying.
I can no longer expel my excrement. I think is a bigger thing to worry about.
Yeah.
So this is either a pill you give to someone to make them a better person and to help turn their life around for the positive, or it's you're like, you know what, this guy's such an asshole. I'm going to take away his asshole to make his life worse, his or her.
Yeah. I also like that it's called aspirin with 2 S's.
I like that too. Yeah. 28 50 milligram coated tablets. They're very specific on this packaging. Specially formulated to stop you being a complete asshole.
There we go.
Yep.
Question has been answered.
Give your bud a dose of self-awareness with creativity and humor by gifting them a pack of anti-asshole pills. These highly effective pills with a strong side effect of laughter also come in 3 other helpful varieties: anti-Grinch, anti-bullshit, and anti-cunt.
Oh. I feel like giving somebody anti-cunt pills would have the reverse effect.
I think it would not turn out well for you.
Yeah. I think they in turn would definitely hand you the anti-asshole pills.
They might. They probably already have them because someone else already gave them to them. Because they're like, well, I'll give them something. I'm not going to go as far as to give them the anti-cunt pills, but I'll give them the anti-asshole pills.
Could you imagine having an argument with somebody and then handing them the anti-cunt pills?
It would be.
And like how that, like, in no way would you get out of that.
That's how World War I started.
In any sort of a win. No, I think there was a variety of things, but it was, but the straw that broke the camel's back was the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. But
yeah, that one could argue that, but there's people that might be on the side of the anti-asshole pills. Yeah, being delivered
that he had received slightly before getting assassinated.
Right. No. What?
No? Oh, that he had gifted to somebody?
So that caused the assassination.
Gotcha.
Come on.
Okay,
why would that?
Yep.
Why would that be?
Nope. Figured it out as I was saying it.
Okay. Wow, what an unfortunate turn of events. His last moments alive were receiving a box of anti-asshole pills, and he was about to turn his life around, but then he got assassinated before he had the chance. That's just a lesson to everyone out there. You're never guaranteed tomorrow, and so make today the most of it.
Yeah.
Carpe diem, y'all.
Seize the day.
Thank you. Matt's the high school famous official translator.
Yep. That all-seeing eye always sees the day.
I don't know if that's good or not. Okay, realistic silicone tree bark sheets.
Of course.
For those who've always been longing for something like that. Transform your space in a wild way with these silicone tree bark sheets. Beneath their rugged exterior lies a surprisingly soft touch that is coupled with unwavering durability, making them the perfect pairing for a jungle of creative and practical projects. Only $79.99 for who knows how many sheets.
Practical projects?
As opposed to, theoretical projects or, impractical projects.
Practical. I don't know how practical this is.
Well, if it's like, I want my walls to practically look like a flat tree.
Yeah, a really, really, really wide, non-cylindrical tree.
Yeah, I just wanted to make it look like I built my house up against a gigantic tree.
Right.
So large that the curve of which is imperceivable from one end of the house to the other. And so every wall,
I could see these being used if you're like, I want to make a Groot suit.
Sure. If you look at the picture, the underside of it almost looks like wood grain, like also, the inside of a tree. Yeah. So you could reverse these maybe. Yeah. But then why wouldn't you just go with traditional wood paneling, which we've seen 1,000 times over?
Yeah, in every trailer home.
I've not been in every trailer home to vouch for that statement.
same.
All right.
I made a big assumption.
You did. A very unfair one.
Sorry. I retract my statement.
It's about time. The next product we're going to look at, and nope, there's one more after this, I think. The lying flat duck light.
Okay.
Yep. It just looks like a duck lying down on its side. Not even a real duck, like some sort of cartoonish duck character. When life has you on the ropes, throw quaint ambient lighting its way by turning on this duck in crisis nightlight and reflecting over life. This humorous alternative to a boring old nightlight will make a hilarious addition to any kid's or adult's bedroom. $15.99.
Yeah, I mean, rip the little face and legs off of it. It just looks like a nightlight pear.
Or it just kind of looks like a slightly misshapen light bulb just lying on its side.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought this is, of all things to make into a light, I thought it was pretty silly to have put in the time into to design and also manufacture what looks like a cartoonish,
a depressed
duck sort of character just laying down on its side with a very blank expression. Yeah, very blank facial expression.
Yeah, it's had a bad day.
Oh, it's going through some rough times. It is not. It doesn't even want to get itself out of bed.
It tried to seize the day.
Yeah,
and
it tried to seize the day, but the lemon saw it first.
Yeah, it failed seizing the day. It bought a Schrodinger's cat in a box, and now it's really depressed about it because it doesn't know if it's alive or dead.
True, that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think this is our. No, oh my gosh, there's way more than I thought. Okay.
Oh my god, you have so many more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Okay, well.
Okay.
Let's just.
That last one.
Let's burn.
All right.
Let's burn through these. The hand job party game. Keep game night at your place from getting too stale with hand jobs. In this fast-paced card game, players will compete with each other to see who can perform and complete the most hand jobs from the deck of cards.
I'm assuming it's different jobs that you do with your hands.
Probably. It
wouldn't be just a game. Yeah, it's not a game where you're just sitting around with your friends jerking each other off.
Right. It's a similar. I picked this because it went in line with our conversation on last week's episode. So it was good timing for me to find it. All right. $10 and only the 10 places decimal of cents.
Oh.
So anyway,
interesting.
It can only go in increments of 10 cents. The crap strap.
Oh.
Right. Unleash your chocolate dragons in this utmost comfort while you're roughing it courtesy of the crap strap. This simple yet game-changing accessory for outdoor enthusiasts allows you to enjoy a relaxing poop in total comfort. So yeah, you wrap it around a tree and it has like a swing type of a seat and you just sort of lean back against it so you can so it's basically
so you can just crap from about a foot and a half above the ground.
Yeah, just slightly above where you would be if you were just straight up squatting, I guess it's to take away the strain on your legs of performing a squat while going in the woods. So that's what that's like. Probably inspired by those things that lumberjacks use to climb up trees.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I feel like the tree this guy is currently strapped to
wouldn't necessarily support him. I think so too.
I mean, that's obviously a mannequin.
Well, yes.
But still, that doesn't seem like a very supportive tree for this situation.
No, I mean the tree that's slightly behind that tree, I can see they should have used that tree for the photo.
Yeah, because here's my fear. Right, you're using that tree. You're fully committed. You've already dropped. Maybe
a couple dragons.
A couple dragons have come out of the cave.
Maybe not the mother dragon, but some of the baby dragons have made their way out. Yeah.
The last thing you want is that tree to snap and you fall down and crush your dragons.
Yeah, I mean, they just got out of the cave. You want them to have a life.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
This is their first time being out in the world.
Yeah.
They have to learn how to, live on their own a little bit.
Give back to the earth. They have to learn to give back to the earth.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would be most concerned about being strapped to a tree and then being approached by all of my predators.
Yeah, like a bear comes up as you're and you haven't released enough dragons to protect you.
So I can get away quickly enough. That might cause me to release a lot of dragons all at once.
True.
In which case I might become, light enough to run away from the bear.
Take flight, as it were.
Yes.
To use a dragon reference.
Exactly.
Dragon
exactly. All dragons are winged. We know this.
That's not true.
All right. Next one, we have the old Asian man wall decal.
Sure, why not?
It's just a picture of an Asian man.
Yep.
You can slap on your wall. He
doesn't look happy to be there.
No. Well, here's why. The applications for this old Asian man wall decal are virtually limitless. His firm but fair demeanor will motivate you to study harder, achieve more in your career, and he'll always be there to lovingly listen to your problems, and then tell you why you need to work harder.
He won't tell you anything. Also, it's gonna make you work harder.
Well, you don't want to disappoint the Asian man on the wall.
Apparently, yeah. That just reads into like Asian father stereotypes?
Perhaps.
Jesus Christ.
All right, let's move on. Now we've got your face hugging his crotch undies.
What?
Heat up your man's loins even when you're not there by gifting him this one-of-a-kind underwear. Each pair of your face hugging his crotch undies comes with your image plastered over your man's undies so that it looks like you're lovingly embracing his package.
It just looks like you have a tiny woman cradling your balls.
Which also makes your manhood look much larger. And also pair that with the dick pic stick. I mean, you're living in a fantasy world at that point.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. Next, we have the finale product.
Yep.
Wow,
this ties right in with the other one.
Yep. It's appropriately titled the Cuntosaurus statue. So this is like the female equivalents to the Dickosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
Bring a touch of color and WTF into your personal space with a Cuntosaurus statue. This novelty, Vaginosaurus or Dino Pussy, is handmade from eco-friendly PLA and comes in 4 different sizes and a variety of color options. Only $13.99.
Oh, this one's a lot more expensive than the...
versus the $4. It must be the materials used.
I mean, let's be honest. It's pretty cheap to get a penis, ladies. You can get them anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
But for guys, for a guy to get some pussy,
we have to work so much harder. Yeah.
Yep.
And you know what? Yeah. You know what motivates me to work harder to get that? The old Asian man wall decal.
It's true. It's true. Yeah. So, I mean, what's one thing you can look at for the whole equality argument, right? Is that, yeah, women, you might not get paid more than men do for doing the same job or paid equally, but look how much more it costs us to get pussy than it does for you to get dick. I think it evens out.
It possibly does. And on that note, we will see you next Tuesday, Asaurus.
How fitting. Yeah.
Bye. He's done it again. Bye.
If you have a question, complaint, or threat for Sean or Matt, you can reach us on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, X, or Instagram at HSFamousPod. Or you can email the show at highschoolfamous@gmail.com. No animals were pleasured during the making of this podcast, despite our best efforts. All hail our Lord and Savior.
A ass unicorn.